Good afternoon, all. Thank you for
Can you hear me?
joining us. Yes, we can. Can you hear us, John?
Just remember your next.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you for joining us at this Hollywood Bet Sharks team announcement presser ahead of our game against Scarlets tomorrow, the 26th of April, with us head coach John Plumtree. I'm now going to open the floor for questions. Mike, I see your hand is raised. Go ahead.
How's it, John?
Hey, Mike.
Back in your old stomping grounds there, I see.
Yeah, okay. Been going for
John,
trips, going for trips down memory lane here.
yeah. Plum, I'm sure you're sick of everyone talking about next week's game. So I guess, would it be fair to say that if you guys are 100% focused on the Scarlets and getting the level of performance you want out of that would take care of much of next week anyway?
Yeah, well, that's certainly been the focus, and that was spelt out to the team when we all joined each other on Saturday night. So yeah, and we've gone about that, and there's been no talk of Claremont. We've banned that from our camp. We've just gone about our normal week, which has gone pretty well.
Thank
Plum,
you.
it's inevitable that we're going to ask about Tane. Would it be fair to say a good outcome would be for him to have a good game, but not too good?
Yeah, and just say, as long as he's safe at the end of it and not injured. He's come back from a long injury. It's only his second game back. But yeah, no, it's be honest with you, it's not a game that I was really looking forward to. It's sort of one of those ones where I haven't been in this situation before as a father with a son on the opposition side. It's not something I've over enjoy, be honest. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the game to come and go, and hopefully we've had a win. Like, he'll want to have a win. I think he's already fired a couple of shots in the press. He said if he beats the Sharks, he'll get to sit at the head of the table, back with the family. And I've already told him that he knows his place at the table and will never be at the head, not while I'm alive. And I think he also said that he was better than me as a player, which I had to giggle about, because he never saw me play as a player. And the fact that I have taught him a lot, so maybe, yeah, the master's taught the student to be better, which is great.
Excellent.
Thank you. Jan, go ahead.
Thanks, Navashni. John, I think it was partly dealt with in Mike's question in any event. And I know it's the obvious thing. You guys are focused on tomorrow night, and that's a big game, and you're not talking about Claremont. But in terms of, you want to get a level of performance, you want to get some continuity through tomorrow's game. What are the aspects tomorrow that's important for you to come out, or what are you looking at to come out of this game that would be a success for you, apart from the obvious thing, which is a win?
Just that our set piece functions really well. We know how important that is over the next 2 weeks. Defensively, I thought we were really good against Glasgow, apart from a couple of soft moments close to our line. I'm hoping our defence functions really well tomorrow night, and we're disciplined in certain areas of the park that are really important in the modern game, just around conceding penalties. And yeah, we're going to get some nice attacking moments, but really it's around our defence, our set piece, our discipline. That would probably be, we can get that, but those few bits right, then we know we can be pretty tough to beat.
From a selection perspective, I know a lot has been said about trying to get the best team out there. How close do you think you are to getting that combination that will make the Sharks play to their true potential?
Obviously Bongi's got to come back into the starting team. Yeah, we're not far away. I mean, that's there's a couple of selection things. I'm interested in Kerbrant Grobler playing a little bit of time at 7. I think he's got the skill set for a loose forward. It's just whether a couple of other areas of his game he can be good enough to be a loose forward, but certainly he's mobile enough. He's an excellent ball winner. And playing on the loose forwards, he's got skill sets, I reckon. It's just whether in a short space of time, whether he could push for a position in the loose forward department. But the rest, I think, are all pretty settled.
Sorry, I may have missed something around Bongi, the selection of him or non-selection.
Yeah, he's only just turned up, so he hurt his shoulder after the Edinburgh game, so I've left him behind physio and flew him out late. So him and James Fenton have both arrived today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and just
cool.
to add, we have issued, as part of the media release, a list of players that are injured on that.
Appreciate that. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Next question, please. Guys, are there any further questions?
Yes, can I go, Navashni?
Yes, you can.
Hi, Coach. Obviously, a player like Vennecock makes his 50th appearance tomorrow since joining the team in 2020.
Yeah, no, a big loss. Within the group, if there's a function, he's the first one to put his hand up to organise something within that. He makes life easier for all of us. Determined to be better every week, and it's just his character, and he's just a beautiful person. So no, massive loss for us. Someone that's going to be really hard to replace. But we know we're not saying goodbye to him yet, but certainly today with his jersey presentation here in the team room, which is going to happen in about 20 minutes.
John, can you hear us?
Should I have a go?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. John, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
All good. You spoke a bit about Gigi maybe playing at blind side. I see Pepsi's is at open side again, and it's an experiment that is being continued from a little bit early on when George got injured. Is that an experiment, or is that a situation where you're trying to sort of steer him in that direction?
With Pepsi, yes. I think Pepsi could develop into a pretty good six in the Sia Khaleesi type mould. He's a big, strong boy. He's pretty relentless around the park, so he's got a good work rate. His skill sets around just poaching ball and turning possession over, he's going to have to improve on and get better at. But and he can. He's obviously a line-out option as well, but. Yeah, no, Pepsi's he's had a good season. He's proven to me that he's very resilient with the amount of games that he's played. So, yeah, I'm not saying that he's going to be a 6 instead of an 8, but I'm certainly would like him to be able to play in both positions very well.
Thank you,
And
Mike. Okay, go ahead, sir, and then followed by Mike.
cool, I was just going to finish off. Thank you. And sorry to keep banging on about Tane, but was the analysis that you gave to your team the easiest you ever have on an opposition player?
There's been a little bit of banter about it, and Tane's come and slept the night with me in the hotel once or twice, which has been great. We've got a really close relationship, and it's been good having him around. So, but no, we'll keep him safe. We'll look after him. But I think there's been a bit of chat. So it's good to have him. It's good to spend some time with him down here.
All right, thank you.
Mike, go ahead.
John, just looking at the Scarlets and the challenges they present, I remember a game, I think it was just before you joined the Sharks, where they lost think it was 27-22 at this ground you're playing at, and Costello kicked, I think, 22 points. He doesn't seem to miss on that ground. I'm guessing discipline would have been spoken about.
Yeah, and particularly in that area that, just outside our halfway, because that, you concede soft penalties around that area and they can get access into your 22 and drive or kick for goals. So the area between your own 22 and halfway is an area of the field where teams just have to be so disciplined in what they do around their decision making, especially on defence. Yeah, no, you're right. Like we've discipline is going to be a massive factor in what we do, and we've been last 3 or 4 weeks we've done well. We haven't conceded more than 7 or 8 penalties per game, so we're sort of, in fact, I think the last couple was 5 and 4. So when you sort of get your penalty count down lower, and around that area, you'd sort of in that area, it makes it tough for the opposition to win.
Thank you. Are there any further questions? Okay, if there's no further questions, media, thank you for your time. John, all the best.